Okay. Um, Mr. Newman, you're appearing on behalf of All American, is that correct?
That is correct, Judge. I also have a representative of the company who appears as Scott Bright on the Zoom session.
Okay, thank you. And Mr. Tuari, you're associated with Travel Lodge of Gaylord, is that correct?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. All right, we're on the record then in All American versus Travel Lodge. This is file number 2520078. This was set, the last time I have in my notes from October indicated that the parties were likely to reach a resolution. So Mr. Newman, can you tell me where things are at from your client's standpoint?
Judge, we believed we had a resolution. My client made arrangements to effectuate that resolution, and we weren't able to achieve it with the assistance of the defendant. I don't want to get into the details of it under MRE 408. It wouldn't be appropriate to publish to the court what the terms of that were, but it did not happen. The court, as a backup, had set this matter for a status conference today because we weren't able to resolve it with what I believed was a resolution negotiated between the parties. I filed my motion for entry of default judgment. The defendant was defaulted back in back in August of this year. We've been holding off moving forward pending what we thought was a negotiated resolution.
All right. Mr. Tuari, is Travel Lodge, is that a corporation? Is that an LLC? What's the nature of that business entity?
It's an LLC.
Okay. So, as you may be aware, are you a licensed attorney?
I am not, no, but we would like to resolve the issue and set a date for the transfer. I think we had set it up before, and Scott and I miscommunicated on some of the fine details at the last minute to get it resolved. I do want to see if we can just set the date on this call, Mark, if that's possible, to exchange the pool tables that are in question. But yeah, with the holiday travel, I'm also not present at the property, and it's ran through a third party. And that side of the hotel has been closed down. So in fact, we might actually need to bring a locksmith to open up the area where the pool tables are. If it was in a common area, I could let you go in right now, but I don't even know how to get into that room, is what my manager tells me.
Well, Mr. Newman, do you want me to put you and Mr. Tuari into a breakout room for a minute so that you can talk off the record?
If the court would indulge us, I would appreciate that. If you could also put my client, Mr. Bright, in that room with us, because he'll make that determination as to date and time.
Yeah, certainly. So let me just do that. It'll take a second here.
Thank you.
Okay, that room should be open for all three of you. And, feel free to take as much time as you need. I don't have a super packed docket this afternoon, so I can work you back in once you're done.
And just like that, a simple property dispute turned into one of the most unexpected showdowns inside a courtroom. What started as a routine status update suddenly exploded into tension, confusion, and a race against the clock. On one side, All American walked in believing the matter was already settled. On the other, Travelodge arrived with a story of miscommunication, locked rooms, and a hotel so shut down that even they couldn't find the key. But the real turning point when the judge asked a simple question, is Travell Lodge an LLC and are you a licensed attorney? The moment Mr. Tari said no, the entire energy in the courtroom shifted because at that point the judge knew this wasn't just a disagreement. This was a business representative trying to fix a deal that was already sinking. Fast. Then came the twist no one expected. They needed a locksmith. Yes, a locksmith. In court, on the record, the defendant openly admitted that the property in question was locked inside a room nobody could open. That's when the judge stepped in and made a move most viewers never get to see, a private emergency breakout room. Negotiation. Behind those digital doors, pressure was sky high. The plaintiffs wanted their property back. The defendant needed time, access, and people physically on site. The room was locked, the manager was gone, and the hotel itself was partially shut down. But the one thing louder than all the chaos was the clock. Because months earlier, the defendant was already defaulted. And now this was their last chance, literally. After almost 10 minutes, they returned, faces tight, voices serious. And then Mr. Newman delivered the line that instantly froze the air in that courtroom. Judge, this is the last adjournment. Meaning no more delays, no more excuses, no more miscommunications. December 11th between 11 a.m. and 100 p.m. would be the final moment of truth. Either the defendant hands over the property or the plaintiff proceeds with a full motion for a money judgment. The judge didn't argue, didn't soften it, didn't negotiate, simply nodded because he understood exactly what this was, an ultimatum. And now, everything comes down to that one window of time, 2 hours, one exchange. And the fate of this entire case hinges on whether the defendant can unlock a door literally and legally. So the only question left is, will December 11th bring peace, or will it bring a financial hammer that ends this case for good? Because one thing is certain, in this courtroom, second chances just ran out.